Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spitzer Court at Cardinal Gym, where tonight we have a single game for you, a women's game, and not just any women's game. It's the only place in the nation you can see the #1 ranked team in junior college women's Division I basketball. The Lady Cardinals of Trinity Valley Community College are wearing that crown now, and will carry it forward to the remainder of the season. The Lady Cardinals are at home tonight, taking on the Parish Junior College Dragons. Parish comes into the contest with a 9-15 record. They are 6-8 overall. The Lady Cardinals are 25-1 on the season and 14-0 in conference play. We thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. As I mentioned, the Lady Cardinals are #1 in the nation, and we will let you take a look at the rankings now. I think we got those queued up for you. The Lady Cardinals got all 7 first-place votes with their 25-1 record. Western Nebraska moved from 3 to 2, and South Plains, who'd been #1 the entire season, fell last week to New Mexico 72-67 to fall to #3 in the rankings. And New Mexico's got a nice resume going this season, although they're like 17-7 on the season and ranked just at #10, as you see. They're #10 there. They've got wins over both Trinity Valley 74-71 and then South Plains 72-67. If you'll take a look at the conference standings now, you see where the Lady Cardinals have a 3-game lead with 4 games to go. And that translates into this for you. If the Lady Cardinals win tonight, they will assure themselves of no worse than a tie for the conference championship. If the Lady Cardinals win tonight and Tyler were to lose to Panola, and has already lost to Panola by 18 once this season, the Lady Cardinals would clinch an outright conference championship and the #1 seed of the regional tournament coming up March 3rd through 7th in Shreveport at Centenary College. So the stage is set for this one tonight. The Cardinals, by the way, are on the road tonight. They're in Bossier City taking on Bossier Parish in a rematch of a game in which we had for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network a couple of weeks ago, in which the Cardinals won by a score of 73-72. But you see where the Lady Cardinals have a stronghold on the conference race and are in good shape going into these last 4 games of the season. And the only team that they were challenged by was remaining on the schedule was, of course, to Tyler, and the game we'll have for you here in the rematch next Wednesday. They won over in Tyler 74-70 back in January. Of course, the Lady Cardinals are home tonight. We'll be at Coastal Bend Saturday, at home against Tyler next Wednesday, and then we'll finish up the season on the 29th of February on a Saturday at Bossier Parish. You see the schedule upcoming for this week in the women's side, and the interest tonight, of course, for that Tyler and Panola game. And then they're looking ahead to Saturday's games. The key games will be the Kilgore at TJC game, as teams are now jockeying for that positioning as the top 8 teams on the women's side make the regional tournament that's coming up in Shreveport on March 3rd through the 7th. We'll go ahead and look at the men's conference standings. Although the men are not involved in tonight's webcast, the Cardinals, as you can see, are in good shape with a 9-6 conference record, and looking to make the regional tournament. They're in pretty good shape there. They still have an outside chance to get a bye by finishing in the 2nd place spot behind Tyler, but that's going to require winning out and then maybe getting some help. But nonetheless, that will play its way out and work its way out over the course of the next 2 weeks. This is the final 2 weeks of the regular season that we are now in. The Lady Cardinals come in averaging 83.1 points a game, giving up 51.5. Parish comes in averaging 70 points a game and giving up 74.6. When these 2 teams played last month in Paris, the Lady Cardinals won by a score of 68-53. The game was really tightly contested throughout. The Lady Cardinals led 32-26 at the half. So we're expecting another tight contest. Paris always has a way of playing the Lady Cardinals close, it seems. But the Lady Cardinals, of course, are now wanting to come out and flex their muscles as the #1 team in the nation and do what they can to further establish that, and because now then they're looking at where they can be seated at the national tournament. And you want to be one of the top 4 seeds, because that will get you a first-round bye, and you only have to play 4 games in 4 days, as opposed if you're not in the top 4, you will have to play 5 games in 5 days, and that's no fun for anybody. We're about to turn it over to Harold Jones, the public address announcer here at Leon Spitzer Court at Cardinal Gym, for the playing of the national anthem and then the introduction of the starting lineups by both teams. Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. As the officials come by and do the old fist bump. These officials have all called here many times before and expect them to do a good job tonight. We appreciate them. And they do work hard. In the interesting game in the doubleheader we had for you Saturday, the officials in the women's game had to work the men's game. And that's the first time I'd ever recall or seen that happening. But now here's Harold Jones, the public address announcer here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Leon Spencer Court at the Cardinal Gym for this evening's matchup between the Paris Dragons and your Lady Cards. At this time, would you please stand, and all gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by the TVCC Cardinal Regiment.
We will now have the introduction of the starting lineups.
And now the starting lineup for the Dragons. From Mansfield, Texas, number 3, Jasiah Kennedy.
Kennedy's averaging 9.4 points and 6.1 assists.
From Crosby, Texas, number 12, Sloan Casey.
Casey's averaging 7.2 points and 7.5 rebounds.
From Stafford, Texas, number 20, Alea Presley.
Presley's averaging 9.8 points a game.
From Richardson, Texas, number 23, Nikki Green.
Green is averaging 15.9 points a game and has hit
And
28
from Lovelady,
three-pointers.
Texas, number 33, Sky Watts.
Watts is averaging 8.9 points a game and has hit 33
The head
three-pointers.
coach of the Dragons
three-pointer
is
on the
Rosalind
the
Tyndall.
Lady Dragon team
Assistant
is Ariel
coach,
Warren,
Otarius
number
Diggins.
2. She's got 48. There's Paris, 9 and 15 overall, 6 and 8 in conference play.
And now the starting lineup for your Lady Cards. A 5'7" freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 15, Kay Clark.
Kay Clark, the best defensive player on the team, is averaging 11.2 points and 3.8 assists.
From Monroe, Louisiana, number 20, Curtisia Dean.
Noonan's averaging 17.8 points, 5.5 rebounds, and she's got 37 three-pointers.
Freshman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 22, KK Furman.
KK is averaging 7.5 points and 4 assists, and she's hit 12 three-pointers.
From Fort Smith, Arkansas, number 23, Taya Douglas.
Taya's averaging 13.5 points, and she's got 95 three-pointers on the
6'5",
season.
a freshman from East Chicago, Indiana, number 24, Tiana Jackson.
Twin is averaging 10.8 points and 13.4 rebounds. Lady Cardinals were coached by Precious Ivy in her first year. She is 10-0 since assuming the helm of the Lady Cardinals. The Lady Dragons are coached by Rosalind Tyndall in her second year at Paris and her 10th year overall in the league, having spent 8 years at Lon Morris prior to some stints in high schools before returning to the league at Paris. So we are thanking you again for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. We've got Lady Cardinals and we've got Lady Dragons in Region 14 Conference Basketball. without sounding like a broken record, it'd be nice to see the Lady Cardinals get off to a fast start. And I halfway laugh because they get off to slow starts and then turn it on in the second half and put teams away. They were up 20-18 on Kilgore here Saturday, and then wound up winning that game 70-38. But a win is a win is a win, as they always say, and the Lady Cardinals are trying now not only to win the conference championship, but they're trying to protect the #1 national ranking. Tip is controlled by the Lady Cardinals. KK on the move. KK gives it up to Taya. Taya with the three-pointer. Taya Douglas for three, and that's the way you start a ball game there. So the Lady Cardinals go for a new look. Instead of feeding the ball to Nunu looking for a layup, they go to Taya for the three-pointer. It's a turnover inside. Lady Cardinals on the move. Taya Douglas for three. Taya Douglas for three. That's no fluke, folks. She hit 13 in the game earlier this season to set a single game, three-point record for the Lady Cardinals. Breaking a record from 2004 by Diana Packard. That team won a national championship, oh, by the way. Shots up for the first bucket's going to go down by number 20, Presley. So the 6-0 lead is cut to 6-2. The Lady Cardinals are 2 for 2 on their first two possessions, both three-pointers by Taya Douglas.
Get open, Nunu!
In the first game, Taya had four three-pointers against Paris.
Knock it down, KK. Oh, yeah.
Taya Douglas for three. Taya Douglas for three. She is now 3 for 3 with 9 points. She will shoot you out of the gym if you let her. Three-pointer on the way for Paris. In and out. Rebounds controlled by Twin. No, it's not. They're going to go to Paris, number 20. Presley. Ten seconds on the shot clock. 9-2 Lady Cardinal lead. Good look, good shot. Rebound this time is going to be controlled by Kay Clark, and Kay quickly on the move. Kay takes it all the way, lays it up, can't get it in. Twin with the putback, can't get it to go. Twin with another rebound, now fighting for possession. Have a held ball that's going to go to Paris. 9-2 Lady Cardinals on the strength of 3 straight Taya Douglas three-pointers. Little floater comes up short. She actually tripped, and the Lady Cardinals come closer throwing it away. Kay gives it up to Twin. Twin's not there to receive, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Paris, so it will stay with the Lady Cardinals with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Lady Cardinals 25-1 overall. They have won 11 straight. They are 14-0 in conference.
Come on, KK! Go, Nunu! Go, KK! Go, KK!
Going to be a foul out front. Going to be charged against number 3, Kennedy.
Red.
For Paris, that is the first foul of the contest. Officials have really been pretty good in the league about letting them play. They occasionally run across a game in which they're calling it really close, but so far, not so much.
Come in, Nunu.
KK with the ball up top. KK for 3. Rims in and out. Rebounds fought for and controlled by number 12, Sloan Casey. Going to be a foul down low. Be charged against the Lady Cardinals. That's going to go against KK, number 22, Michaela Furman. 5'7" freshman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Going to be a shooting foul. Presley will shoot 2. First one is up and no good. Paris comes in hitting 67.6% from the free throw line, so not a bad percentage. The Lady Cardinals are hitting 67.6 as well. Second one is good, 9-3 Lady Cards. First 3 trips resulted in 3-pointers by Taya Douglas. Kay drove the baseline, had no other options, and it was a takeaway by Sloan Casey. Lady Cards go to sleep underneath, and number 3 does a great job. Kennedy is spotting the open player. And Twin steps out of bounds along the baseline, so that 9-0 start is suddenly turned into a 9-5 lead, and also has resulted in Paris with the basketball with a chance to cut into that lead. So fast start, but not so much since then. Well, they went to sleep defensively the last time down. Baseline runners no good. Nunu gives it up to Taya Douglas for three. This one's no good. Rebound's going to go to number 33, Watts. Watts gives it up to Presley. Presley cross court. Asia Strong about to check into the contest along with Tanaya Jackson for the Lady Cards, and so is Jane Gray. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Twin with the rebound, out battles KK for it, quickly down the floor. K sets it back up to KK, over to Nunu. Nunu cross court to K. K shakes and bakes inside, lays it up, lays it in. Kay Clark with her first bucket of the contest. In the first meeting, she had 13 against Paris. She and Asia Strong led the way with 13 each. 11-5 Lady Cards. Three-pointer from way out top, in and out. Twin with the rebound. K for three from the corner, in and out, no good. Twin battles for the rebound, tries to keep it alive, instead no good, and quickly down the floor, and this will be an easy layup. Maybe not so much, Nunu says. How about that? Nunu with the block. New subs all the way around. KK, Taya, and Nunu are going to come out and take a breather now for the Lady Cards, as Precious is really using a new rotation here. This is the first time we've actually seen this particular rotation early on in the game. Tanaya Jackson will now direct the offense. Asia gives it up to Twin. Twin lays it up and misses it badly. It's a great look and a great read by Asia, but Twin couldn't capitalize. 11-5, 4:50 and counting to go in the first quarter. Kay forcing a held ball on the block, and the possession arrow points in the direction of the Lady Cards. And we've got our media timeout at the 4:43 mark. Let's step away for a minute with the Lady Cardinals up 11-5 over Paris on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Say hello to the new Yodge family. The new Yodge Durango, the Yodge Dart, and the Yodge Charger.
Okay, it's pronounced Dodge.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, pal, but I'm pretty sure it's a soft D.
Let's just try Dodge.
All right. Hello, America. Say hello to the new Dodge family. The new Dodge Durango, the Dodge... Oh, God, this thing is going downhill fast. It's definitely Yodge.
Court at Cardinal Gym out of the first media time out of the contest. The Lady Cardinals up 11-5. The Lady Cardinals with possession. Lady Cardinals got off to a 9-0 lead on three straight Taya Douglas three-pointers, but have kind of slowed down significantly since then. Looking to regain some footing out there now, but they do have the lead. Strong gives it up to Kay. Kay takes it all the way, lays it up, and Kay lays it in. 4 points now for Kay Clark in the contest. Nice layup, your answer by number 3, Kennedy. Jane Garay drives the baseline, gives it up to Asia, flashing, or cutting to the goal, I should say. Can't get it to fall, but does draw the foul. But a nice job of Jane Garay of driving the baseline and knowing that Asia was going to be cutting to the goal. Asia will go to the free throw line. Looking for her first point of the contest. She misses badly off the front of the iron. 13-7 Lady Cards. Lady Cardinals led 20-18 at halftime against Kilgore here Saturday. Wound up winning that one 70-38. Second free throw is good by Asia. Lady Cardinal defense has been very stout the last two games. In their last two games, they gave up 40 points at Panola and then followed that up with giving up 38 at home to Kilgore on Saturday. Those are the kind of numbers that will take you a long, long way. Great job of Nunu of reading the pass, stepping in front of the ball, and laying it up for two. Nunu now with her first points of the contest. She came in averaging 17.8. She's a returning All-American from her freshman season. Going to be a foul down low. I think this is going to go against Jane. Be a two-shot foul situation. It is going to go against Jane Garay. It's going to send Presley to the free throw line. Presley came in averaging 9.8 points a game. I look at this lineup for Paris and see only two sophomores on the roster. So Rosalind Tyndall will have a ton of players coming back next year for her third season at Paris. Presley's first free throw attempt is long and off the back of the iron. 16-7 Lady Cards. Their last two first quarters for the Lady Cardinals, they scored 10 points and in the last game and 7 points in the previous game. Both free throw attempts are missed, but Paris does control the rebound. It's going to be another foul charged down low. It'll be the third team foul. This was going to go against Tanaya Jackson. That's going to bring Salmonina Herrera into the contest for the games. Will be the first action for Soli in this one. She comes in for Jane Garay. Will be to two-shot situation now for Kennedy. 16-7 Lady Cards in control of the scoreboard. Boy, Paris is missing her free throws now. They are now 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Came in shooting 67.6%. And she misses the second one, and Soli goes up and grabs the rebound. Going to have a lane violation against Tanaya Jackson. So she'll get one more opportunity. This is like the old NBA days, a 3 to make 2. Except she won't get an opportunity to make 2. But they have missed several free throws now in this contest. This one's on the way, and this one falls in, but it wanted to come out. Now pressure defense down the backcourt by Paris. Lady Cardinals quickly get the ball down the floor to Nunu. Nunu takes it up, and Nunu lays it in and draws the foul. Great job by Nunu, reading the defender, putting up the shot and drawing contact and the foul. So Nunu will go to the line to complete a and one, hopefully. 4 points now for Nunu. Kay Clark checks out of the contest. She's replaced by Taya Douglas, number 23. He's already got 9 points on the strength of 3-pointers. And this free throw attempt is good by Nunu. Nunu with 5 points. In the first contest against Paris, Nunu just had 9. I say just had 9. She's averaging 17.8 on the season. Three-pointer on the way. Knocked it down, number 33. Sky Watts, that's her 34th three-pointer of the season. 19-11 Lady Cardinals coming up on the 3-minute mark. Nunu for 3. Hits the shot clock, and possession will go to the Lady Dragons. 19-11. At halftime of the first meeting, the Lady Cards led 32-26. On a similar pace right now. Lady Cardinals need to tighten up the defensive effort here. Get locked in. And there's going to be 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lady Cardinals are defending awfully well on this particular possession, but they do have 7 more seconds in which they have to defend. Try to get the shot clock violation. Jumper's up, jumper's good, knocked it down. Number 2, Ariel Warren. 19-13, just a 6-point Lady Cardinal lead. Great job of Paris of battling back from the fast start the Lady Cardinals got off to in the sense that it was 9-0. Soley underneath, wide open, spotted by Nunu. Soley Herrera with her first points of the contest. Great job by Nunu of reading the defense. 21-13, 2 minutes to go in this first quarter from Cardinal Gym. Soley with the block. Nice job by Soley. Nunu with a baseline jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound is going to be controlled by the Lady Dragons. Coming up with the rebound was number 12, Sloan Casey. Watch with the drive, lays it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Soley. Soley having a good finish to this quarter. Nunu pulls up for the jumper, knocks it down. Nunu. Nunu now with 7 points in the contest. As I mentioned earlier, she only had 9 in the first meeting.
Hey, just a minute. Check in at the point. Come on, Solly!
Three-pointer on the way, wide open, in and out, no good. Rebound is controlled by Paris. Watch for three from long range, way short. Rebound's controlled by Tanaya Jackson. Jackson takes it the distance, lays it up, and doesn't get the call and doesn't get the shot to fall. Soley with the rebound. Soley with 3 rebounds now in this quarter. Lady Cards can play for the final shot. Tanaya Jackson lays it up, can't get it to fall. Asia battling for the loose ball underneath, and it's going to go to Paris. Now Paris can get the final shot, down 10. Lady Cards with the rebound by Soley. Nunu with the long ranger, can't get it to fall, and we are at the end of the first quarter with the Lady Cardinals on top, 23-13. We will step away momentarily and rejoin you on the other side for second quarter action.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon, which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endure the worst to bring you the best.
And we are back at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, about to begin the second quarter with the Lady Cardinals up by 23-10 lead. I mentioned a few minutes ago that they led at halftime at Paris last month, 32-26. The Lady Cardinals a little bit ahead of their pace that they had on the road that night, which you would fully expect, and got off to a 9-0 start here today on the strength of 3 three-pointers by Taya Douglas. But Paris has continued to battle. Run some nice sets just like that one on the offensive end. Lady Cardinals have been a little bit lax defensively in the half-court defense. Three-pointer on the way. Three-pointer good by Taya Douglas, her 4th of the contest. Now with 12 points in the game, she had that many points and that many three-pointers in the first meeting alone against Paris. There's another case of the Lady Cardinals getting beat to the goal, and Precious Ivy has seen enough. Her team has been beat on back-to-back possessions on just lazy defense, and she is calling a timeout to try to put an end to that. This will be a timeout. It'll be an immediate timeout. We'll keep it right here. Let you enjoy the sights and sounds of Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. The Lady Cardinals up 26-17. I might ought to keep talking because you don't want to hear what Precious is telling her squad right now. Oh, well, maybe somebody needs to strike up the band or cue the band or something like that just to muffle voices, if you know what I'm talking about. But Cardinals are on the road tonight. They're in Bossier City taking on Bossier Parish. That game will tip off at 7:30 p.m. And the first meeting between those two teams here at Cardinal Gym, in a game we had for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network, the Cardinals won 73-72. So you expect tonight's game to be a good one down in Bossier City. Of course, everybody's gearing for the regional tournament, which is coming up March the 3rd through the 7th in Shreveport at Centenary College. This will be the second year the tournament's been down there. Last year, the Cardinals won on the men's side. The Lady Cardinals lost in the semifinals, but did get an at-large berth and make it to the Final Four at the national tournament. Lady Cardinals are the new #1 team in the nation this week, having been either 2, 3, 4, and as low as 7 this season, but they now have ascended to the #1 position. Kay Clark with the jumper, Clay Clark with the bucket. Kay now has 6 points in the contest, and let's see if the Lady Cardinals step up things defensively. You see they are pressuring the backcourt now. But they've got to get things tightened up inside. Twin with the block. Another good case of the give and go for the Lady Dragons, but Twin was there to answer with the block. It does go out of bounds off of Twin, so the possession will stay with Paris with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 8:42 left here in this second quarter, just underway in the second quarter. Kay gets a hand on it, and Twin's there to save it, so the turnover for the Lady Cards. Kay gives it up to Nunu, and Nunu couldn't handle the pass. Three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Long rebound goes to the Lady Dragons. Casey coming away with the rebound.
Get face cut again.
Jumper on the way. Can't get the roll. Twin with the rebound. Twin gives it up to Tanaya. Tanaya gives it up to Kay.
Spot up, Naya.
Kay cross court to Nunu. Nunu with the drive and a held ball on the block. His possession will stay with the Lady Cards. Tanaya Jackson is going to check out of the contest. KK is going to check back in to run the offense. .7:55 left in the first half. 28-17 Lady Cardinals. Taya Douglas for three. This one won't fall. Nunu battles to keep the rebound alive, and instead Kay Clark's going to be called for the foul over the back. That's going to be Kay's first foul and the team first in the second quarter. Tanaya Jackson's going to check into the contest for Kay. You don't want Kay to pick up that second foul. You want to keep her with 4 to play for as long as you can, because she plays so aggressively on the defensive end. Best defensive player on the floor by far. Lady Cards need to keep up the defensive intensity. Shots on the way. It knocked it down. Nice shot by Aaliyah Presley. She came in averaging 9.8. And she's already got 9 points in the contest for Paris. 28-19. Cross court to Nunu. Nunu to Twin. Twin cross court to KK. KK puts up the three. Can't get it to fall. Twin's there to retrieve the rebound and give it back out to Nunu. Nunu lays it up, and Nunu draws contact, so she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Nunu is not shy when it comes to attacking the goal. Asia Strong checks back into the contest for Twin. Twin catching a breather here. Nunu with the free throws. First one is up and good. Nunu now with 8 points in the contest. Had 9 the first meeting against Paris. And the second one is also good. Looks like that might be a little long, but it found the range. So she has matched her total from the previous meeting against Paris. Won 68-53 by the Lady Cards. Boy, number 3 just took it to the goal. Kennedy, nice drive by the freshman out of Mansfield, Texas, 5'6" freshman. Tanaya Jackson thought about the 3. KK gives it up to Asia. Asia crossed back out to Tanaya. Tanaya lays it up and it's blocked by Casey. Kay Clark's going to check back in for Tanaya. Tanaya's struggling a little bit right now. I think Precious Ivy is hoping she'd have taken one of those 3-pointers because she was left wide open. Nunu gives it up to Kay. Kay thought about driving the baseline, gives it back out to KK. And that's just going to sleep on the Lady Cardinal Sport. That's a turnover there, careless. Didn't know what the shot clock was doing. Got to always be very savvy of what's going on with that shot clock.
Get up!
Paris on the attack. Paris very deliberate in their offense, but they know how to execute it. 3-pointer on the way. Knocked it down. Number 2, Warren. She's now got 49 3-pointers on the season. That's no fluke. The young lady can shoot the 3 ball. It's just a 6-point contest now. Lady Cardinals can't go to sleep on this Paris team because this Paris team is gritty. Douglas for 3. Taya Douglas for 3. She now has 15 points, all on 3-pointers. That's 5 of the trays. Can't leave her uncovered, especially on the night when she's got the range. And she's definitely got the range tonight. She's hit 5 out of 7. Pressure in the backcourt. Kay on the ball. Baseline jumper, knocked it down. Good job back. Paris is doing a nice job of executing their offense and finding the open spot on the floor. Lady Cardinals are just not, got to step it up defensively. No question about it. This Paris team is not going to go away. A little ticky-tack call is going to be called against Kennedy. Nia Jackson's going to check back into the game, and Jane Garay is going to check back into the game. KK and Taya will go to the bench. 33-26. It was 32-26 at the half at the game in Paris. Nunu for 3. This is long. Asia there for the rebound. Asia with the putback is going to be called for the travel. Asia will typically get hit with 2 or 3 travels a game, but she usually wakes up for it in the long run. Have a partial score to report to you. Our buddy Mike Monfort over at Corsicana sends us that with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half, Tyler is up 23-18 on Panola. That game's being played in Carthage. It's going to be a reaching foul. Lady Cardinals are just not locked in on defense right now. A little lazy, to be honest with you. Asia's first foul, second team foul, going to be a 2-shot foul situation, so it's going to give a chance for Paris, who has struggled from the free throw line so far, to pull even closer, and they continue to struggle at the free throw line. That's 6 misses now in the contest from the free throw line, so you add those to the total, and you see what you're looking at right now. She'd be shooting for a tie game. Second one is way short. Rebounds controlled by Garay. Lady Cardinal's going to go into a little motion offense here. Tanaya lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled by Presley. Presley on the move. Jumper on the way by Presley. She knocks it down. Folks, I'm telling you, the Lady Cardinals are just not playing defense right now. They are standing. It will come back to bite you in the bohini. Lady Cardinals turn it over. You can see this Paris team picking up confidence after on each trip down. The thing about it is a lot of the Lady Cardinal offense, and they're averaging 83.1 points a game, is triggered by the defense getting transition buckets, and they're just not getting any of those tonight, and they're just not creating any turnovers, and then they're not defending in the half court either. 33-28. Paris has got to feel really good about where this game's at right now. Rebounds controlled and fought forward. Great job by number 23, Nikki Green. Missed the shots, battled 3 Lady Cardinals for the rebound who were standing around. And it's 33-30 now. Lady Cards, 1 possession game. Douglas from the baseline, no good. Rebound goes to Warren, and the Lady Cardinals are just very lethargic right now. Twin with a steal. Twin lays it up, Twin lays it in, and that's what I'm talking about there, where the Lady Cardinals are so strong, and what gets them going is on the defensive end with plays just like that. That was Twin's first points of the contest. The first game she had 9 against Paris. 35-30, Lady Cards. Under 3 minutes to go. Both teams with 2 team fouls. 3-pointer on the way. This one's going to be short. Rebound's going to go to Tanaya. Tanaya gives it up to Kay at the top. Kay on the drive. Kay lays it up, and Kay lays it in, and with the chance to have the and one. 8 points now for Kay in the contest. Lady Cardinals move their lead back up to 7, 37-30. 2:33 left in this first half. In the first meeting between these two teams, the Lady Cardinals led 32-26. So both teams ahead of their scoring pace from the first time, as Kay cannot get the free throw to fall, but it's going to be a foul on the back. It's going to go against number 23, Taya Douglas. It's going to be her second, no, that's just her first personal foul. Lady Cardinals have got to step it up defensively, though. That's what's going to factor in this second half, is whether or not they're going to be able to put this game away or not and rest comfortably at the end, or if it's going to be a struggle the entire game. If they don't step at the defensive end, it will be a struggle. Nice spinning move by Paris, but they can't get it to fall. Presley missed the shot. Lady Cardinals with a chance to build on it. They give it up to Twin down low. Twin back out front to KK. KK gives it up to Twin along the baseline. Twin makes a move, lays it up, and Twin can't get it to fall. There was an opportunity for the Lady Cardinals, and yet Twin couldn't get the shot to fall. Paris almost throws it away, but recovers. Watch for 3 from long range, in and out, no good. Lady Cardinals on the move, give it up to Twin on the drive. Twin with the shot underneath, can't get it to fall. Twin misses another layup. That's 3 layups now. Twin has missed, and here come the Lady Dragons. Easy layup on the other end, and just sleepwalking right now. You just can't show up when you're number 1 and expect teams to lay down for you. That's just not going to happen. They're playing for their season here with a chance to beat the number 1 team in the nation on the number 1 team's home floor. KK for 3, no good. Rebound's going to go to Presley for the Lady Dragons. Here comes Paris with a chance to cut into this 5-point deficit. Presley. Presley with the jumper. Presley with the jumper, knocks it down. Final minute of this first half. 9-0 Lady Cardinal start, but since then it's been all Paris, or pretty much all Paris anyway. Tanaya Jackson gives it up to KK. KK to Nunu. Nunu drives. Nunu can't get it to fall. Twin battles for the rebound, keeps it alive to Nunu. We're going to have a double dribble with a turnover. So now the Lady Dragons can virtually play for the final shot, not quite with 33.35 seconds left, but if they wanted to, they could run most of the clock off, which I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do. Lady Cardinals led 23-13 at the end of the first quarter. So it's been a big quarter now for Paris. Paris has scored 21 points in this quarter. Here come the Lady Dragons operating in the final 30 seconds. Neither team in the double bonus. Nunu with the steal. KK with the travel. Could have played for the final shot. Not very smart there, because you could have played for the final shot, and now then Paris will definitely play for the final shot, have a chance to tie it on a three-pointer and go to the locker room with all the momentum in the world. They have come on the #1 ranked team's home floor and battled them in the first half. Cross court to Watts. Watts is the top three-pointer on the team. Shooter on the team. Put back is no good. Ball is flung to the other end, and we are at halftime with the Lady Cardinals surviving by a 37-34 count. And I'm thinking that Precious Ivy will do everything within her power to wake up the defense at the halftime. But until then, we're going to step away, and we'll rejoin you just before the second half begins. Lady Cardinals lead it at halftime, 37-34.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
it's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
Dodge Durango with 8.4-inch Connect touchscreen navigation system.
Who would you like to call?
Did you hear that? Did all of you hear that?
Who would you like to call?
There's a woman stuck in there. Don't worry, I'll free you.
I didn't understand that command.
Hang in there. I'll try to find a police station to get you out of there.
Finding police station?
No, you don't have to do that. I'll find it. Frankly, I'm lost. I wish there was something that could help me get around this darn town.
Ladies and gentlemen, continuing with their halftime entertainment is Building a Mustang, or BAM. BAM started in Martin's Mill 19 years ago to help with the foundation of basketball skills. Students from kindergarten to 6th grade participate. BAM teaches basic ball handling skills, self-discipline, and teamwork. BAM currently has 42 students and perform at a few of the high school games, UT Tyler and here at TVCC. Many of the former BAM students have played in and won state championship games. Several continued their basketball career by playing at the college level, and a few have become basketball coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 through 2020 BAM members.
don't stop. Where the bricks at? I give him that ditty bop. Like, take that, take that, take that, take that. I'ma put in work. I'ma do that ASAP. Throw my faith in rap. But it say don't say that, huh? What I'ma turn down for? I feel like Shaq in 9-4. Breaking glass on that backboard. I like Kobe and Toronto, huh? Dropping 81. Yo, I dropped the 88. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake. Sleeping on it, should've stayed awake, huh? Everybody make mistakes like VJs. Try to say my name, it's Minio. Say it with me, Minio. Okay, great. 2 forks high, raise the stakes. Risk it all, I take the hate. This the winning team. Get the Gatorade. My guy good, but he's not safe, no. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. You can't stop me. You're my biggest opponent. You know me, I know you, we know it. Whenever I fail, you always been there to simply remind me I've blown it. You don't see when I'm growing. You don't see where I'm going. You only see in the moment. You know I'm a stage. You never let go it. Don't cease to amaze me, and it drive me crazy. Did you catch every detail that I missed in the songs I'm making? Saying you will never write a verse like Kendrick. Never be the rapper rock out from Hendrix. Top 10 alive, you will never be mentioned. Why aim so high, won't survive the trenches? Plus, you a Christian, Andy. They will never listen, Andy. Plus, we a pigment, Andy. You don't got skill, you a gimmick, Andy. Well, if I listen to you and everything you put in my ear, I'll be living like, shut up, I'll be paralyzed by fear. Ain't that the truth? If I quit, the only way I lose, I got 2 choices when I do this. Make moves or make excuses. If you know who I'm talking about, then you got me. My biggest enemy is me, and even I can't stop me. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for BAM.
That's not enough. You can't stop.
We are back at Leon Fisher Court at Cardinal Gym, where at halftime the Lady Cardinals, the #1 team in the nation, leads Parish 37-34. The Lady Cardinals got off to a 9-0 start, but then struggled defensively the rest of the way and never found any rhythm offensively, and that's the reason that they are just only up by 3 at halftime, 37-34. Lady Cardinals are learning a lesson tonight. The other team on the other end of the floor does not care about your ranking. And it's just a matter of whether or not the Lady Cardinals will learn a lesson the hard way. They've entire season have been able to find that button in the 3rd quarter to push, if you will, and win basketball games. We'll see if they are going to the well once too often here tonight against Paris. But nevertheless, the Lady Cardinals are up 37-34. The Lady Cardinals were led in the first half by Talia Douglas with 15 points on 5 3-pointers. Nunu Dean had 9. Kay Clark had 8. Asia Strong had 2. Soli Herrera had 2. And Tiana Jackson had 2. The Lady Dragons were led in the first half by Aaliyah Presley. She had 15, and coming into the game, she just averaged 9.8, so she is exceeding her average. So the Lady Cardinals have got to find that button to push, if there is a so-called button. But it's got to start on the defensive end, because the Lady Cardinals gave up too many easy-look buckets there in that first half. That proved costly. We do have a couple other halftime scores to pass along to you. In Region 14 Conference, at the half, it is Tyler 30, Panola 27 in a game being played in Carthage. In the first meeting between those two teams in Tyler, Panola won by 18 points. Also at halftime, Kilgore leads Coastal Bend 52-30. put this game in perspective for the Lady Cardinals defensively, Lady Cardinals gave up 34 points in the first half. In Saturday's win against Kilgore here, they only gave up 38. And then the previous game against Panola, they only gave up 40, and yet they've already given up 34 here in the first half of this one. So it's all got to start on the defensive end for the Lady Cardinals if they are to put away win number 26 and go to 15-0 in conference. Otherwise, you could have an upset in the making here if you're from a parish perspective. And of course, the Lady Cardinals just taking over at number 1. Don't want to give that up with the last regular season poll of the season coming up next Monday, because all that does is that affects your national tournament rankings when you qualify for the national tournament. But we're about ready to get underway here in the second half. Possession will belong with the Lady Dragons, so the Lady Dragons will have a chance to get this one tied up real quick. Thanking you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network for Lady Cardinal basketball in a single game tonight as the Cardinals are on the road playing at Bossier Parish. We're about ready to get underway. See what kind of defensive effort the Lady Cardinals throw out there to start the second half, because that's definitely where they didn't get things done in the first half. 37 is not that bad of an output for the Lady Cardinals in the first half, but the 34 they gave up is another issue entirely. Parish with a give and go. This time the Lady Cards respond a lot better than they did in the first half. And now there's going to be a foul in the backcourt called against Nikki Green. It's going to be her second personal foul, obviously the first team foul, but the much better effort by the Lady Cardinals reacting to what Parish is doing offensively that time down. And the Lady Cardinals just throw it away. Not a lot of energy on the Lady Cardinals' part tonight, which is kind of shocking considering they should be pumped up about going to number 1 in the nation. But hopefully they can find it here in the second half and take care of business. At this point, style points don't matter. You just want to get the W, but right now that's in jeopardy. Three-pointer on the way, knocked it down, and we are tied at 37-37. Number 3, Kennedy knocks down the three-pointer. And this is just going to feed the Paris momentum, their belief that they can actually come in here and knock off number 1. What a win it would be for Rosalind Tyndall's squad as KK puts up one off the side of the glass, and it's going to be a turnover and by all intents and purposes. Chance for the Lady Dragons to take the lead. They have not led in this contest. They got off to a 9-0 deficit and trailed throughout, but now then they are tied and looking for their first lead. Jumpers on the way, no good. Rebound is controlled by number 12. Twin finally comes away with the rebound, and she's going to throw it away if Kay doesn't run it down, and Kay does run it down. Taya for 3 out top, no good. Twin battles for the rebound, can't get it. So another chance for the Lady Dragons to take the lead. Third quarter's been kind to the Lady Cards all season. Will it remain so tonight? Twin with the block. Twin gives it up to Kay down the floor. Kay for 3. No good. Rebounds battled far and controlled by number 12, Casey. She took it away from Nunu. Lady Cardinals have got to find some energy, folks. I'm just telling you right now, there's just not a lot of energy on the floor. Need something to happen on the defensive end. Twin with the block. But Presley's there with a putback, and just like that, Paris has his first lead of the contest, 37-39 at the 7:33 mark. Paris's first lead. Lady Cardinals doing a lot of standing on the offensive end, and they turn it over. Just going through the motions right now. Block, great job by Kay of not giving up on the play and blocking it out of bounds. Got Tanaya Jackson checking into the contest along with Asia Strong. Kay Clark's going to check out of the contest as well. 39-37 Paris. Teams do not care if you are ranked number 1. That is only a number. Nunu with the block. Nunu gives it up to Twin. Twin out to Tanaya. Tanaya down court to Asia. Asia gives it up and one too many pass that time. Asia should have taken the shot. She had the position on the player with nothing, if nothing else, drawn the foul. But the ball does go out of bounds off of Paris. So that was an opportunity there for the Lady Cardinals. Actually had numbers briefly there. Tanaya gives it up to Nunu. Nunu with the baseline jumper. No good, long. It's going to rebound. It's going to go all to the Lady Dragons. Kay Clark's going to check back into the contest. Jumper's on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Twin. So it's 2 chances now that Paris has had to build on its lead and couldn't find the button. KK thought about the 3, gives it up to Nunu. 10 on the shot clock. Nunu drives the baseline, lays it up, can't get the foul. Asia battle for the rebound, and it goes to the Lady Dragons. So Paris is just out hustling the Lady Cardinals on all fronts right now. The team you beat by 15 on their floor is ahead of you right now, 39-37, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Jumper's on the way, no good. Asia battles for the rebound. Instead it goes long to Nunu. Nunu lays it up, Nunu lays it in. We are tied again. Nunu now with 11 points in the contest. 39-39, the Lady Cardinals have got to have more of that on the defensive end. And there's another defensive lapse right there. Just go to sleep and you pay. Just go to sleep defensively. Tanaya drives the baseline, lays it up, and a floater by Tanaya. That's her first points of the contest. Desperately needed by the Lady Cardinals, 41-41. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Lady Cardinals thought this was going to be a laugher. It has been anything but. Asia's going to be called for the foul. It will be a shooting foul. We'll send the Lady Dragons to the free throw line to shoot 2. Going to have our media timeout, and we will step away and rejoin you on the other side on the Cardinal Sports Network, 41-41.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endure the worst to bring you the best.
Coming out of the media timeout, 41-41, Lady Cards, Lady Dragons. Lady Cardinals in their first defense of that #1 national ranking for the first time since February of 2016. They're #1, but they got to get this situation put away here tonight if they're going to protect that and be that way next week. Of course, Lady Cardinals do have to go to Coastal Bend on Saturday, make the long trip to Beeville to play down there. At the free throw line is number 23, Nikki Green. And we are no longer tied. It's 42-41 Lady Dragons, if there is indeed a button, the Lady Cardinals know how to push. So it may be time to start trying to find it. Checking back into the contest is going to be Kennedy for the Lady Dragons. She's got 10 points in the contest, and Paris is going to pressure in the backcourt. New look for Rosalind Tyndall's squad. And the Lady Cardinals throw it away. Just throw it away. Not sure what we were thinking there. This Paris team is playing with energy, though. You can see them. They're up on their toes. They're moving around. They are feeling this now. They've got a chance to shock the nation tonight here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. They're well on their way to doing that at this point. Five on the shot clock. Jumper's blocked. Going to have a foul called on the shot clock violation. That's going to go against Kay Clark. That bails out the Lady Dragons because that shot clock has expired, and she was putting back a shot off a loose ball, and it goes up, and there's a foul call, so it's going to be a two-shot situation. So it's going to send Presley with a chance for the Lady Dragons to build on this two-point lead at the 3:56 mark here in this third quarter. Free throw is good. 3-point Paris lead, easily their biggest lead of the contest, and this crowd is in a state of shock right now, just to be honest with you. I think everybody's waiting for the Lady Cardinals to kick it in gear, but we haven't seen that gear yet tonight, and they're down 4 points, so they need to find it pretty soon. Lady Cardinals just aren't protecting the basketball. Give all the credit to Paris, though. Paris is coming here and didn't really care about that national ranking. Asia lays it up, can't get it to fall. Asia with the putback is going to draw the foul. She's just going to have to earn it at the free throw line. Just a different energy about this Lady Cardinal team tonight. Not what I expected after the national rankings came out. Just haven't played with that same enthusiasm and energy that we've seen all season. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Asia now with 2 points in the contest, both at the free throw line. In the first meeting against Paris, she had 13 points, so she's not anywhere near that at this juncture of the contest. Second free throw attempt is also good. 2-point Paris lead. Lady Cardinals have got to step it up defensively. That's just all there is to it. And there's a start. Kay lays it up. Kay lays it in. We are tied at 45. 4 straight points by the Lady Cardinals after falling behind by 4 points. Now there's a little bit of energy on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. 5 on the shot clock. Twin pulls a rebound. Twin gives it up to Kay. Kay gives it up to Asia. Asia lays it up. Asia lays it in. All defensive generated, though, folks. That's what this Lady Cardinal team is about, creating scoring opportunities on the defensive end. Asia pulls a rebound. Lady Cardinals up on their toes now a little bit. KK gives it up to Asia. Asia lays it up. Asia lays it in. So the Lady Cardinals with 6 straight points have moved into a 49-45 lead at the 2:24 mark. Going to be a timeout taken by Rosalind Tyndall. It's going to be a full timeout. So let's step away, catch our breath, and rejoin you on the other side. The Lady Cardinals now leading by a count of 49-45. Lady Cardinals on an 8-0 run that went from a 45-41 deficit to a 49-45 lead, all triggered by stepping things up on the defensive end. Lady Cardinals are now definitely up on their toes. You can see the energy that has returned to the floor for them. This Paris team will not go away. You've got to keep grinding defensively. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Flat-footed rebound goes to Asia. Asia gives it up to Nunu. Nunu will make an uncontested layup here. Nunu now with 13 points in the contest. The Lady Cardinals have found that button, I guess, because it's underway. 51-45, just a 6-point game. Have a travel be called against Paris, so another turnover forced by the Lady Cardinals. So the Lady Cardinals have definitely stepped it up defensively. And that's why we're seeing a turnaround on the scoreboard, now up 51-45. The final the first time around was 68-53. In favor of the Lady Cardinals in the game played in Paris. And the Lady Cardinals turn it over. Dadgummit. Didn't need that pass. It was a great, nice idea, but just poor execution. But the Lady Cardinals have still got to play defense. This game is definitely not put away. My goodness, we got a fourth quarter to go. Look at Kay. My goodness, folks, I said this in our last webcast. I've seen a lot of great defensive players come through this gym in all these years, but she ranks right up there with them, and nobody outplays her. Nobody fights any harder than Kay Clark does. Rebound goes to KK. KK gives it up to Asia. Asia gives it up to Kay. It was kind of awkward looking there. Kay's going to go to the free throw line. I remember when Kay Clark came through on her recruiting visit last spring, she and I were talking in my office, and I asked her, did she like to play defense, and she grinned, and that's all I needed to see from that young lady. And it's just, she knows how to, she not only talks the talk, but she walks the walk. She has come here and defended like crazy every time on the floor for the Lady Cardinals as she misses the first free throw. Kay has 10 points in the contest, looking for number 11. And this one rims out. So Lady Cardinals come up empty on the free throw line. Continue to play good defense for now. We're under a minute to go. They brought some energy back into their game and to this crowd. That little 8-0 run they went on. Twin throws it away. Asia battling for the rebound. Instead, it's going to go up. I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but instead, Paris goes to the free throw line as Talia Smith is going to go to the free throw line looking for her first points of the contest. Thought the Lady Cardinals were going to come away there, but didn't work out for them. Chance for Paris to stop this Lady Cardinal run. It's grown to 10. And it was 45-41. And now it's 51-45 Lady Cardinals. So you do the math on that one. It's now a 10-0 run by the Lady Cardinals. But can Paris stop it here at the free throw line with Smith trying to hit the second free throw attempt? She does. So that stops the 10-0 run for the Lady Cards. That's the way you get things done, but you can't let up, that's for sure. It's just you just have a 5-point lead. You haven't put a game away with a 10-0 run. That shows you what kind of shape you're in, and you can't turn it over like that. So you're going to let Paris finish the quarter with some momentum if you're not careful here. They can play for the final shot. Instead, Kay Clark almost comes away with the turnover. Three-pointer on the way. Can't get it to fall. Twin strips it away. Nunu's going to come. Well, there's 2 seconds on the shot clock, on the game clock. And, well, you wanted Talia to pull up and take that shot there, but we are at the end of the third quarter, and the Lady Cardinals have regained the lead. 51-46 as we head into the fourth quarter. We will step away here on the Cardinal Sports Network and hope you'll join us for fourth quarter action. Well, we've got a quarter to go, folks. It is 51-46 Lady Cardinals. This issue has not been decided. The Lady Cardinals fell behind 45-41 about midway through the third quarter and then went on a 10-0 spurt, all defensive spurt, I should say, a scoring spurt. And they regained the lead. They are only up 5, though, 51-46. First possession of the fourth quarter will belong to the Lady Cardinals. Every possession will be critical here as this quarter gets underway. Trying to build on a 5-point lead. They did lead 51-45 at one point, so 6-point lead earlier. They started the game off ahead 9-0. Talia Douglas for 3. This one's short. Rebound's going to go to Presley. That's what the Lady Cardinals needed. They needed to get points that first possession down and maintain the momentum they built in that third quarter. Paris has hung around, and that's all you want to do as a challenger is hang around. Give yourself a chance. KK comes up with the loose ball, throws it away to Twin. Not throws it away, but throws it to Twin, rather. Held my breath on it, though. Nunu down low from KK. 15 points for Nunu. Great heads-up pass by KK, spotting Nunu down low. Nunu thought she had a block, but Nunu's going to be called for the foul. Going to be a shooting foul. First team foul, but it is a shooting foul. 53-46 Lady Cards. They are struggling to put away Paris. Through all the years, I think Paris has only defeated the Lady Cardinals just one time in the history of the rivalry. But I can count on, it takes 4 hands to count on the number of times the games have been close. Paris just has a way of battling Lady Cardinal teams, even the great Lady Cardinal teams. You can go back and look at some of the game-by-game results when these two teams played during national championship seasons, and Paris would always find a way to make one of at least the 2 games close, and they have done so here in this one. And they still had a chance to pull this one out. Nunu lays it up. Can't lay it in, but she does draw the foul. Nunu attacks the goal from the perimeter better than just about anybody you will see. With 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game, Panola and Tyler are tied at 42. Kilgore leads Coastal Bend 69-33 in the third quarter. Nunu knocks down the first free throw attempt to give her 16th point of the contest. And she knocks down the second. Free throws will be critical here in this fourth quarter to try to nurse this lead. Need to get a couple of turnovers here. And there's one. So they only owe me one more. Again, Tyler and Panola are tied at 42. If Panola beats Tyler and the Lady Cardinals win tonight, Lady Cardinals would clinch an outright conference championship and the #1 seed at the regional tournament. They got a struggle on their hands right now still. Looking for breathing room. Twin gives it up cross court to Nunu. Talia Douglas for 3. Talia Douglas for 3. That's her 6th three-pointer of the contest. She now has 18 in the game. 10-point lead, 58-48. Steal by Talia. Talia gives it up to KK. KK over to Nunu. Nunu drives. Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in. Twin with the steal. Twin gives it up to KK. Nice job by Presley of coming up with a turnover, but there's a held ball. Possession will go to the Lady Dragons, so that is a turnover against the Lady Cardinals, but a heads-up play by number 20, Alea Presley. Asia Strong is going to check back into the contest. We're going to have a timeout called. Going to have a media timeout with the Lady Cardinals having opened up a 60-48 lead. We'll step away briefly and rejoin you on the other side of the timeout. And we're back at Leon Spitzer Court at Cardinal Gym with 7:40 left in this one. The Lady Cardinals up by a 60-48 count. I'd like to give a shout out to Ashley Lilly in Salina, Kansas, one of our Lady Cardinal fans from Salina. Through all the years the Lady Cardinals went to Salina, got to know Ashley while we were visiting Salina each season, and she's looking in tonight on the Cardinal Sports Network, and we appreciate Ashley's support all the way from good old Salina, Kansas, my second hometown. Whistle is going to stop action. Going to go against Talia Douglas. That's going to be her second personal foul, be a shooting foul. So this is not what you want the Lady Cardinals to do. You're trying to nurse a 60-48 lead. You don't want to give Paris any shots, scoring opportunities with the clock stopped rather. I'll get that out in a second, folks. So we're back to a 10-point game at the 7:27 mark. Cross court to Nunu. Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in. How many stop me if you've heard that before, folks? 21 points now for Nunu. When Nunu wants to score, Nunu will score. Oh, foul's going to be called against KK, so it would have been a chance for a three-point play for Paris had the bucket dropped, but it did not. So that's going to send Presley to the free throw line. Presley's had a really nice game for Paris. She's got 19 points, and she came in averaging 9.8. She hits this free throw to keep Paris still double digits down, but within striking distance, because it will take take two or three good defensive stops and followed by points to get back in this one. And she knocks down both of them. See if Paris comes up with any backcourt defensive pressure. Yes, they are. They're going to have to pull out all the stops now, try to create some turnovers. KK kicks it back out to K. K with a pull-up runner, can't get the fall. KK battles to keep the rebound alive, but it's going to go to Paris instead. So here's a chance for the Lady Dragons. The Lady Cardinals thought it went off of the Paris player off the deflection, but the officials disagreed. So we're at 62-52 at the 6:40 mark. Lady Cardinals trying to protect that #1 national ranking and possibly wrap up an outright conference championship today. Got to keep defending, though. That's what got you back in this one, was tightening up things defensively. Kay with a partial block. Nice job on the rebound, and another block by Asia. Nunu pulls the rebound, and the Lady Cardinals on the run. Nunu gives it up to Asia. Asia is blocked, but also fouled. So Asia will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Nice job running the floor by Nunu and Asia.
Hey, stop being lazy.
You hear Precious Ivy, or may have heard Precious Ivy talking to one of her players and stop being lazy. You're lazy. I'm not sure if a player that's what you want to hear from your coach. Asia with the free throw line. Knocks the first one down. Asia now with 8 points in the contest. Got off to a slow start, but has picked it up scoring. She now has 8, as I mentioned, and with Lady Cardinals back into an 11-point lead, looking to build it to 12. And the second one is also good. So the Lady Cardinals up 64-52 at the 6-minute mark here in this fourth quarter. Been a great effort by Paris. Baseline jumper no good. Rebound is controlled by Nunu. Nunu on the run. Nunu lays it up, and Nunu lays it in. Nunu now with 23 points in the contest. Three-pointer on the way, knocked it down. Nice job of answering by Nikki Green. She came in with 28 three-pointers. 11-point contest. This one is not put in the win column just yet, but I tell you what, Talia Douglas just hit her 7th three-pointer for 21 points in this contest. How do you do, Talia Douglas? Asia Strong is going to be called for the personal foul. That's going to be her third. 5:05 to go, so it does give Paris another opportunity to score with that clock stopped, and that's very important when you're trying to mount a comeback and looking at a 14-point deficit. So there's still plenty of time for this Paris team. They are going to have some stops and some help by the from the Lady Cardinals, but it is still doable, very much so. Green at the free throw line. First free throw attempt is in and out. Second free throw is out as well. Twin Jackson pulls a rebound. Panola leads Tyler 50-47 with 5:30 left in the game. Douglas for three. This one's short, and the long rebound is going to go out of bounds. And at the start of the fourth quarter, Kilgore leads Coastal Bend 77-35. Lady Cardinals will be in Beeville to play Coastal Bend on Saturday. We thank Mike Monfort for passing those scores along to us, our buddies over in Corsicana, the SID at Navarra College. Nunu with the block. It's going to go out of bounds off of Nunu. Lady Cardinals have 4 team fouls, so the next team,
Yes, but you gotta get up on
Paris will be shooting the double bonus the rest of the way. That could come into play here because there's a lot of time still left, and that foul is going to be called against Twin. And we will see Paris at the free throw line. It's going to send number 20, Alea Presley, to the free throw line. She's got 21 points in the contest for the Lady Dragons. A very nice game for Presley. Chance to add to that now and to cut into this Lady Cardinal lead of 14 at the 4:34 mark. It's still too early for the Lady Cardinals to feel totally comfortable. That one rims in, rims out, and rims back in. We're coming up on 7 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. Been a rainy, cool day here in Athens. Temperature's been in the 40s. More rain expected tonight. It has rained all day. Loose ball. Possession is going to stay with the Lady Cardinals. Great job of Asia Strong of saving that possession because the Lady Cardinals kind of got out of sync there on that offensive possession. It will be the Lady Cardinal basketball. 69-57, 12-point lead. This is still doable for Paris. They're going to have some stops, though. We were hoping to get one there, but Asia Strong saved the possession. And the good news for Paris is they will be shooting the double bonus the rest of the way. Nunu with the jumper. Nunu with the jumper. Nunu now with 25 points in the contest. Three-pointer on the way. Nice job by number 23, Nikki Green, knocking down the three, and that's how Paris can get back in it. Lady Cardinals can't go to sleep here. 71-60, still very doable for Paris, especially if their Lady Cardinals are going to give up the three on the defensive end and not do a better job on the offensive end of protecting the ball. You can't have turnovers at this point. The Lady Cardinals are standing a little bit here on the defensive end. Nunu for three. In and out, no good. Twin battles for the rebound, keeps it alive. It goes to Nunu. Nunu lays it up, and Nunu lays it in. "27 points now for Nunu. Almost comes away with a steal. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound's controlled by Asia. Asia gives it up to Nunu and just throws the ball away. Precious and Nunu having a conversation about maybe why there was no more hustle in that play, but I don't have to read lips to hear that one. But the Lady Cardinals up 13 with 3:18 to go. Every possession is just precious now for Paris, and the Lady Cardinals have got to answer defensively. Twin with the block. Kay on the move. Kay lays it up. Kay lays it in and draws the foul. Kay Clark. Kay now with 12 points in the contest. Chance to make it 13 and add to this lead. Free throw is good. Kay Clark with 13 points. She came in averaging 11.2. Twin almost comes away with a steal, but a good effort by Twin nevertheless. 76-60, Lady Cards. Under 3 minutes to go. Parrish still battling. Parrish is in the double bonus. Nice job of Presley. Well, Presley's had a really good game. She's got 25 points in this one for the Lady Dragons. Nice job of defending by the Lady Dragons. They're going to get the turnover and a chance to cut into this 14-point deficit at the 2:24 mark. Lady Cardinals have got to continue to stay in their offensive mind and protect the basketball, and they got to play, certainly got to play defense and not send Parrish to the free throw line when that clock is their enemy right now. Presley, and that's just as I said, don't send them to the free throw line, and they're going to send them to the free throw line. 76-62, 2:13 left in this one. That's going to, foul's going to go against Twin. That's her second personal foul. Double bonus, of course, the rest of the way for the Lady Dragons. Presley puts up the points, and Presley now with 26 points in this contest. Very nice game by Presley. She's about to match Nunu for highest score in the game if she knocks down his free throw. Nunu with 27 for the Lady Cards. And she doesn't make it. Can't do it. Quickly down the floor to Nunu, and that's going to go out of bounds off of Nunu, so the Lady Cardinals are going to turn the ball over with 2:07 left, trying to protect a 13-point lead, and that's not the way to get it done right there. KK with the foul could have been very easily been a chance for a three-point play. Boy, just got to learn how to close games out, that's for sure. Updating the Panola TJC score. Panola is ahead 57-51 with 1:53 left in the contest. Free throw attempt is no good. That doesn't help Parrish's chances right there. They need every scoring possession to go their way now the rest of the way. So Panola leads TJC 57-51 with 1:53 left. Their game's on about par with ours as far as time goes. 12-point Lady Cardinal lead. Nunu gives it up to Twin. Twin knocks it down. Twin now with 4 points in the contest. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Taya. That's going to be her third personal foul, but it's going to, more importantly than that, it's going to send Parrish to the free throw line. And they knock it down at the free throw line. Sloan Casey, that's her third point of the contest. She came in averaging 7.2. She's just a little bit below her average, and this one rims in and out, and Asia battles for the rebound and controls it. Asia dribbles the basketball out. And Asia's going to travel. Going to blow a scoring opportunity. Just can't do that. Asia has 9 points in the contest, had 1 in the first half. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Boy, if they knock that down, it changes the complexion of the game. As it is, we're coming up on a minute to go. Want to burn some clock here for the Lady Cardinals, make good passes. Asia takes it. They're going to get bailed out by the fact that the ball went out of bounds off of the Lady Dragons. Of course, the Lady Cardinals trying to hold on and win this one. If Panola beats TJC, the Lady Cardinals would clinch the outright conference championship and the #1 seed at the regional tournament. Nunu to Asia. Asia converts. Asia now with 11 points in the contest. 80-65 Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals come in averaging 83.1. So from that perspective, they've done what they've been averaging, but defensively they were lacking a little bit tonight for the better part of the first half and into the third quarter until they turned it around with a 10-0 run. Three-pointer on the way. Knocked down, not good. Presley lays it up, tried a little dipsy-do there, couldn't get it to go, and the Lady Cardinals are almost to the point where they can dribble it out. Not quite. They will have to take a shot. Nunu lays it up. Nunu lays it in. Nunu with 29 points in this one, and they've needed every one of them. So it's going to look like a lopsided Lady Cardinal win, but it wasn't that way tonight, folks. Really, it wasn't. Shots on the way. It goes down and good, and our final is going to be 82 for the Lady Cardinals, 67 for the Lady Dragons. Lady Cardinals will go to 26-1, 15-0 in conference play. Parish drops to 9-16 and 6-9 in conference. The Lady Cardinals, Asia Strong had 11. Kay Clark had 13. Nunu had 29. Talia Douglas had 21, all on three-pointers. And Twin Jackson had 4. Lady Cardinals will be on the road Saturday going to Coastal Bend for a 2 p.m. tip-off. We will have the men for you here against Tyler. That game will tip off at 4 p.m. We will have it for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. We thank you for joining us here tonight. We had an entertaining game, and one of the Lady Cardinals protected their #1 national ranking. And we will see you again Saturday from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. This is Benny Rogers signing off for the Cardinal Sports Network.
This has been a Cardinal Broadcasting Network special presentation.